Good evening, everyone. Hey, we have somebody in. Welcome in. I wasn't sure because there's certain places in the United Kingdom where people are just getting a black screen. They can hear, but they just get a black screen. So I wasn't sure whether it would come up or whether it would be black screen. So, welcome in everybody. Right. Yeah, the thing was watching a few of the fellow YouTube channels, and then everything went dark. And I was like, has the TV gone off? But no, the problem was on YouTube. Right, what we got? Right, so we have... Good evening. Did you ring the other day and ask for advice? I haven't rang HMRC because the only time you speak to HMRC is when you're earning money. And it's very hard to get through. It's normally up to 45 minutes to get through to them. And wow, where has the towel gone? I'm having a new look. What towel? But welcome in anyway. So I have contacted St James's Park about one of the private boxes up at St James's Park, and I have also been in touch with Marcus. Good evening. I've also been in touch with Nottingham City Council as well, to do something for the people of Nottingham. And we shall see what happens. And the hope is between now and 4 weeks' time, I get a positive response from them so that I thought we would have the chat boxes. They're coming. Chat boxes. There'll be a link in chat on what I'm going to have to do is do it through the laptop and not through my mobile. I think it's better. I think even Barry does it through his laptop, and I think Paul does the same. Don't think they do the live through their mobile. So I will switch over when it comes to the game on Monday against Liverpool. So I am looking at it, and I'm waiting now for news from St James's Park, and I'm going to try something shortly tonight in the hope that it works. If it does work, then the hope is I'll get a nice email back from Jamie as to moving forward with the Newcastle carousel. And if he agrees with it, then we'll push forward with it, which means that the 64 designs, which are in a folder on the laptop, I'll send them through the same email in one block and say, what do you think to this? And see what Jamie says about it. I think Hope should be his middle name. Why is that, voodoo people? Why? Without hope, what have we got? So, yeah. Now, another couple of changes is the membership tiers: $4.99, $8.99, and the last one, which is $12.99. With the items which are coming in September, some of the video will be behind the scenes, and for that there's basically a paywall. So that is to grow channels, not just this channel, but Geordie Nation, etc. And we got Diamond Hustle 00. What do you think about Newcastle signing Jacob Ramsey? Well, he's young, and I hope, I'm crossing my fingers, that he will play for England next year, along with Tino Livramento, Anthony Gordon, Harvey Barnes. Wouldn't that just be epic to have a cluster of players for Newcastle United turning out for England? We got Lou here. Good afternoon. Do you get self-employed programmers? I found channel when searching. Well, your spelling, I'm not sure on your spelling. I believe at the end of the day, players like Anthony Gordon, Harvey Barnes, Jacob Ramsey, Lewis Hall, and Tino have the potential for England to take us into a new era. I'm dyslexic too. I use Grammarly to correct my spelling. Would I take? I've heard about him from other YouTube channels, but I don't know much about him. The ones who are being spoken about currently, Samu and Ramos. One's from Porto, the other is from PSG. I take either of them. It just depends if they would come. And I also noticed as well that just half an hour, maybe 45 minutes ago, Adam Pearson's turned around and said that the Sky Sports have taken down the video which was doctored for the away game at Aston Villa, where the fans were meant to have been chanting right at the end of the game. And the way Sky Sports put it, it was during the game. It wasn't. Oh, Benny, give your head a shake, man. Do you know the thing is, right, Benny? The amount of times I've been at St. James's Park before we went digital. So give your head a shake, please, at the end of the day, because I'm tired of hearing all of your negativity. Am I Scottish? No. Close. Newcastle upon Tyne is about 100 miles from Scottish borders. So you're close. But yeah. Say spirits are horrible. Huh? What? I know Adam Pearson is a brilliant young lad. I won't have anything said about him because he hasn't actually interviewed me outside of St James's Park. When I said to him, he'd asked a simple question, where do you think we're going to finish? And I said, fourth. And that season, we finished fourth, which quite made him stand back in amazement when I said it, but it is there. You can check on his content about it. What do you think about Alexander? Well, what I'll say is this. It's up to the club. The club needs to basically, the chairman, go in, pull him in, and sit him down at the desk in the boardroom and say, you're going to play. No qualms, you're going to play. Because other players are training. Yes, they're training with other non-members, but they are still training. And that is in reference to Johan Wieser. He is training with all of those who are not in the first team squad, but he is still training. Right, so you really need to shave your hair off. Why is that, Jack? Why do I need to shave my hair off? I don't know. I think many others won't accept. Well, if it comes from the chairman, that's the one who pays all of the bills at the end of the day. Because we're still waiting for a new CEO. There's been plenty of people mentioned about the CEO, including a lady from Manchester. But that is still to be filled. Do you play piano as well as guitar? I have done in the past. The very first instrument was a keyboard, a Casio keyboard, but that was years and years ago. Where's the glasses? Right there. It's just the phone is so close, I don't need them. Pianos and keyboards have black and white keys. So there you go. Do you have a cup of Horlicks before? No, I don't. I know that some people do. I don't. But I'm excited for the next 4 weeks. Very excited. Because there's only 2 weeks left till there is no more transfers of anybody. And that excites me. I don't know. I don't know, Jack. I really don't know. One thing I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers for, is the meme coins sell and sell well, so that I can book studio time. And if that happens, brilliant. Have we got a troll? Me wonders. Well, guess what, Callum? Guess what? Bye. I say they want 60 million. That's between 50 and 60 million. But he's only got 1 year left on his contract. So I don't suppose that anything's going to happen. Well, you never know. That's all I'll say. Never say never. And the hope is, where the music's concerned, I can give a mixture of rock and folk in the same album. Then do the next one is pure heavy rock music. Yes, I heard that from Adam Pearson. So yeah, I did hear that. But yes, we've got a lot of things to happen in 2 weeks, including the end of the transfer window, where certain people either have to apologize or they don't. And whether they do or whether they don't, I couldn't tell you because I don't know. You should always submit a tax return even if you don't have any profit to report. Well, what I'm going to do first thing in the morning, Daz, is this. I'm going to find the contact number for HMRC and speak to them at 8 a.m. in the morning. And if I get in there 8 a.m., the likelihood is I will be one of the first 10 in the queue and speak to them. Right. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Keep there. Da, 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 da. HMRC. Additional cookies. HMRC set in or sign in. Manage tax and money. So I'm just going to show you because you won't believe me anyway. So here we have gov.uk, His Majesty's Revenue and Customs. Managing with the DHMA app. Okay, so you can do it on your mobile as well. Ask HMRC online. Okay, so I can do it online as well. Okay. Getting somewhere. So, let me have a little look. Additional cookies. Offering guidance. Find information about our services, access your account and self-service, complete transactions with HMRC. Don't include any personal information. If the digital assistant cannot help you, ask to transfer to a HMRC advisor if they are available. Now, what it's saying is choose your service, anti-money laundering service, chat about registering for supervision and reporting suspicious activity. Child benefit? No. Child care service? No. Constructing industry scheme? CIS. Corporate tax? That is chat about registering and filling returns and payments. Debt management, again, help to save, import, export, customs, inherit. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here, man. Wow. And it keeps on going. Wow, damn. That is a lot. How many different departments they got? Wow. That is a lot. So, from there, I'm going to count them. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 departments for HMRC, because the ones at the top, what was it? The ones at the top were child benefit and child care services don't apply. So that's out of the whole lot. And yeah, I'll leave that page open and then I'll contact them straight after I finished here. So yes, that is up and ready to click. And if I go down, where is it? Where the hell did you see that? Yeah, the corporate tax, I think that is only when you are making money. So, but I will ask them, because with I checked this as well on Google earlier. The president, well, the current president of the United States of America has the Liberty coin, and he has the Trump coin, and so he's got two to keep him ruling. Plus, he also has these billionaire friends who are keeping his tokens pretty high. So yeah, and if it's good enough for Donald, it's good enough for me too. So that is HMRC, to keep you good people happy. Oh, no, Biden stepped out of the race last May, I think it was. Didn't give enough time for the other lady. But what Daz is saying, Paul, simply Google, do I need to submit a tax return? Yeah, I'm gonna. There's an online part where I speak to somebody online, and I will mention what I'm trying to do, and that is to keep you happy. Okay?
And then the end of this, well, in the next 2 weeks, we will have Seeking You and Geordie Nation Plus. So there's 3, as well as another few things, which I'll post the link to once they are done. Hello to Penny, and where are you from, Mister? Northeast of England, place called Newcastle upon Tyne. Yeah, I've got loads of friends down here. Got loads of friends in different areas down here. So, your refusal to simply, Steve-O, did you not just see on the laptop? Did you not just see .gov.uk? Hold on. Honestly, right. Just for Steve-O, just for you. Right? Just for you. Now, look, where is it? There. taxservice.gov.uk/ask HMRC. And as I scroll out, yes, you can see all of the different sections. Yeah? Do you see that, Steve-O? Because I'm showing you it. Right. There we go. So that is on the computer. I will be contacting them to say this is happening, that's happening, and the other is happening. Where do I stand legally? Okay? So you can all calm down. Okay? Now, no, we said Google. What does it? Deary me, honestly. Do you like? I've never had it. No. He won't, as he knows he is wrong. Okay. Okay. I'm always wrong, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah. If you're not prepared to listen, there's no point in you being here. And if there's no point in you being here, why are you? Jack, I wasn't on there for 10 minutes. I was on there for a few moments, loaded it up, and there's lots of different boxes. So I'm going to get in touch with them and find out more information. And when I find out more information, the pad, which is next to the printer, I'll write everything down there. Okay. Things will be done. So, my hope is that the player who is causing all the upset at the moment, the hope is that that player sits down with the chairman and we get a resolution. Benny, here is it. What does that say? What does that say? Where it becomes important, even if your business didn't generate, you're still obliged. Fair enough, Benny. Fair enough. As I said to you ages and ages ago, actually, with the HMRC, when I speak to them on the phone, I'll tell them about my channel, YouTube, that you're watching right now. And the fact that through Google, I am currently being taxed. So, and because I'm being taxed by Google, that means the earning that I get, I have to then turn around and say to Universal Credit also the same thing. And what I want, which I said ages and ages ago, just as the last season was ending, I wanted 3,000 subscribers. Did I get that? No. Even though I'm giving content, others are not, because they are solely focused on the club. I do stuff that is pushed beyond the club, which still relates to the club. So take it as you will. If you are scared of doing something, don't do it. Paul, 2 of us have Googled it and posted the results above. Do you know one thing, right? I said I'm going to speak with them. And that's what I'm going to do. I was speaking to others today about something completely different and sent 2 emails. I'm waiting a reply. So tonight, after I've finished here, I'm going to message Jamie Rubin and ask him. And it will go through because of the email address. So he will pick it up and should get a reply. And Bertwin is saying, make sure you tell them you have been self-employed for 7 years. Well, I'm sure they already know that. They would also know of other things as well, because it's a government department. Now, the hope is that in the next 3 weeks, and it is a hope, in the next 3 weeks, I may be in a position to say to Universal Credit, sign off. It just depends. Because I want to sign off when it's ready. So there we go. Mm-hmm. Now, there's a lot of departments on the website. A lot. Two of them don't apply. Two of the sites, because two of those departments are, one's childcare and the other's child benefit. So they don't count. So I have to speak to the college, and I'll be going into the city centre to speak to the college this week. Ask them for their advice moving forward. You're going to see that anyway, because like the last time, I'll do a video outside and then I'll go in and speak to them. And when I come out, I'll do another video and let you know exactly what they've said at college. How many departments in HMRC could you count them for us? There's about 17, 18, 19 different departments at least. But two of them are, one's child benefit and the other is child care services. So they do not count. Okay? Are you happy? Right. Appreciate you going live. Love how unemployed people who offer nothing have something dumb to say. Oh, you're on the wrong channel. Yeah. Why time people out when they're asking a simple question? Benny, listen, you're like a person, right, who you just don't believe. So why you are here, Benny, is a mystery to the universe. And that's honest. Because, you know, all of the things that I'm trying to do, Benny, and all I get is negativity, negativity, negativity all the time. And it gets to be like, DJ, break that record. Waka, waka, waka. So there we go. Longstaff is on the bench for Leeds. Well, Longstaff had a very good career at Newcastle, and I wish him all the best, as long as it's not against Newcastle. Nobody puts me off AE, nobody. Do you know why? Because what I'm trying to do, there's nobody else to do it. Nobody. I asked in March, I asked in April, and nobody did. No one did nothing. Well, I'm going to say this much in the next 4 weeks, that Seeking You, Geordie Nation, and the other things will all be rocking and rolling. So, and I'm going to push to make sure from the end of this month, September, October, November, December, all the way into next year, they stay that way. So everybody who has a pop, everybody who has a go, well, no, they're going to do it anyway. But it still won't take away from the fact that I'm going to let HMRC know everything. And then that's being as transparent as you can be. Tea was spaghetti bolognese, and it was lush. So, okay, I thank everybody for coming in. Wasn't sure whether you would see a black screen or not, because there has been outages all over on YouTube in different areas. So what I did know was that you could hear the content, but you couldn't see the content. So fingers crossed, tomorrow morning, 11:30, and I'll give you an update as to what HMRC and everybody else has said. So enjoy the rest of your evening and be good.